Hey guys, Marco here. Yes, I know I'm not in my usual chair, but that is because today we are stretching our legs, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing a photo shoot, and I figured why not take you guys along, so here we go. Now, what is this shoot, you may ask? It pretty much comes from the inspiration of a film that I saw quite a bit ago that had some really haunting yet beautiful imagery. That movie is called A Ghost Story. It has some beautiful themes, beautiful messages. But after seeing it, I really just couldn't shake the image of that silhouetted ghost sheet ghost from my head. And that is why we got a giant white bed sheet and my sister, who doesn't quite know yet that she's gonna help me. Let's go.
All right, you ready? Let's do this.
What do I do?
Okay, no, don't do it down here. Let's go upstairs first.
What do you mean you brought it down there?
So you don't trip. No, because I wanted you to do the little thing. Let's go, you little.
All right, so we got our first setup here in the living room, I guess. We got a few setups throughout the house. I got my backup camera. I got my sister ready. We're just trying to, we're trying to get that silhouette backlit, make it look haunted, make it look cool. And we'll roll on the backup camera now. Here we go. So a question I like to ask myself when I'm doing projects like this that are more like shoots based on something, a frame that I've seen or a photo that I've seen, and I want to take inspiration from that, where is the line where it's copying and making it your own? Because as creators, whether we like to admit it or not, everything that comes from our mind is more or less inspired from something else. So I think for shoots like these, the important thing is taking that frame, and then in my case, for example, saying, this is the inspiration, and then putting it in different scenarios in my house, in my living area, and seeing how I can emulate that same feel. I'm not going to an abandoned house, throwing a ghost sheet over someone and taking that exact same photo. I'm taking that imagery, those themes, messages from the photo, from the movie, and trying to put my own twist on it, more or less. And I think it's important for photographers, videographers as well, to find people's styles that you admire and look up to, and not to necessarily copy them, but to more or less take inspiration from them and then put your own twist on them. That goes for my filmmaking as well. I look up to a lot of directors. A lot of them inspire me. And in my own work, I can sometimes see parts of those directors coming through. But at the end of the day, I'm never trying to exactly copy someone, because at the end of the day, that doesn't really help either party. So moral of the story here, look for photos, look for videos that you can take inspiration from and draw certain stuff from, but then always apply your own twist to it so that you can grow as a creative and keep doing cool stuff, and hopefully one day make stuff that other people will admire. Then it's a beautiful cycle. They admire you, they take inspiration from your work, they put it in their own, rinse and repeat, and it's just, that's why I love creating. All right, don't want to keep my sister waiting. Let's get back to the shoot.
How was that?
I can't breathe.
It was a pleasure doing business with you. Thank you very much for your gracious hospitality and help.
All right, so the shoot is done. Thank you very much to my sister Miranda for helping. You played a very spooky and a very great ghost, so thank you very much. Now let's put these photos on my computer and let's edit them. So my main goal while editing here was to really just capture the look kind of the poster. We have a lot of desaturated colors, dehazed backgrounds, and just that isolated, contained vibe. So going through these photos wasn't too bad. I pretty much started each one by applying the same preset. That kind of gives a dreary, a little bit more blue, desaturated vibe, and then applying masks around the ghost silhouette to really just make it stand out a little bit. All right guys, so it's been a couple of days, all the photos are edited, and it's time for us to take a look at them. So overall, I think they turned out pretty well. When we look at all of these photos and compare them to that reference photo that was like the behind the scenes still from a ghost story, you can definitely tell that the vibe and the theme is there. So we have this first one from the living room, which kind of looks like that ghost backlight coming through. And as you can tell, I muted a lot of the colors, really desaturated them just to kind of focus on the dreary, like, hauntedness of it. I think the only thing I would change if I could do it again is shoot at golden hour, because that light coming through at the back is really overblown. I think a much warmer backlight would really help this photo. But the way it is, pretty happy with it. Oh, then we have this one. This one I really like. To me, I think it's the muted colors that really help this photo. The wall, the hallway, the stairs, everything were already pretty muted in the first place. So I didn't have to edit it too much in terms of taking out that color. But it's that simple aesthetic that I think really makes this photo great. You know, you hear a lot of colorists and cinematographers talking about color in film and how important it is. And I think this is a perfect example showcasing that. And I love how I framed it through the door frame. I think it really adds that separation, like this is a ghost and they're trying to get into the real world. Again, those themes from a ghost story. So originally when I wanted to do this idea, those first two shots were really the only ones I had in mind. But since I blew through them so quickly, I was like, why not try a few more? That's when we made our way to the backyard here and got a great looking through the window shot, which I really like. This one is a pretty simple frame, I think, but I think it's what the picture says that really elevates it. It's the reflections, it's the story behind a ghost trying to get into the real world and being isolated inside. Well, you know, you can only see the real world and it's what it has to offer through the window. I think it's a great way of telling a story through the one scene. Again, going back to that mise-en-scene idea. And then we have kind of assortment through the main glass. I wanted to get some wider ones because the window really limited me. So in that big door frame, we can frame stuff, make it feel isolated, contained. We do that by looking through the fence, or in this case, being blocked by the fence, or in this one, being constrained to just a tiny little part of the frame by the fence. It's all about just trying to tell stories with these photos. Yes, you can capture a clean image, but if you're not telling someone something, what's the point? But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with the way they turned out. I think I'm gonna do this more where I take stills or certain photo ideas from the internet or from movies or whatever and try to put my own twist on it and create a shoot, a video shoot, photo shoot, whatever, based on those ideas, those themes, that technique, whatever it may be. Because yes, they're very fun and it's awesome to try out new styles, but widening your horizons by trying those different styles is what makes you a better creator. So yeah, we're definitely gonna do more of these. So that's it from me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, comment, like, subscribe, you guys know what to do. And until next time, I'm Marco Pereira. Ciao for now.